Before we get into it, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
This all started because Aaron Paul and I, 3 years post Breaking Bad's finish,
Dude, fucking Bryan Cranston looks over-leveled these days.
we happened to be
You promised a 24-hour stream before the end of this month. Yes, and I'm gonna do it. Shit, I was gonna say next week. It's the week after next week.
the same city at the same time, which was rare. And we missed each other. So I said, well, I think it's too early to work together. Yeah, it's too early. Maybe we can do a play or something. Maybe.
Looks old.
And then,
to be fair, if he just shaved, he'd instantly look much younger.
Then Aaron Paul says, let's create our own mezcal brand. And I said, wow, that is a terrible idea. I don't know anything about spirits business. And by the way, my experience with mezcal was not great. Because when I was in high school and college, we used to play poker. And we used to buy a big case of beer and a spirit of something or other. And I remember someone
Who is this hobo? That's Walter White to you.
mezcal.
Say my name.
Like carpet cleaner. It was awful. And so when he said, hey, how about mezcal? I immediately went back to my high school, college, and I went, ooh. And he said, no, you had a terrible experience. Come with me. So we went to a mezcal bar in New York City. We sat down at the bar and sipped so many different varieties of mezcal that I was completely won over.
Al.
And so I said, okay, all right, let's go down to Oaxaca. Let's be authentic with this. Let's find something that we both really love.
Hello, Alter, thank you.
Neither one of us wanted to just put our name on something and say, hey, good luck.
Well, that's what I thought they did.
But it works out. We wanted to do something that we can be passionate about and justify the time it takes to invest in them.
Bop, 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 bop. How's Minas doing? I don't know.
Mezcal is a beautiful spirit, old spirit. You can do shortcuts in making it, but it's very labor intensive to prove the old
Looks like poop.
world process. At our palenques, which is the name for the processing plant, there's no electricity. There's no electricity needed to produce this. It was important for Aaron and I to do this right. Our maestro, our mezcalero, Gregorio Velasco, he's been making mezcal since he was 8 years old. We wanted to go with the highest
Sounds a bit early. Mezcal.
We don't have to do this. We do this because we fell in love with the spirit. We fell in love with the culture and the family.
Should have made their own meth instead.
And the communities down in Oaxaca, Mexico that make our brand and others around the region. They're beautiful people, hardworking people. So we asked,
maybe it's a front for meth.
What is it that the town needs? And collectively they said, well, we could use a new water system. Okay. So Dos Hombres paid for and installed a brand new high-tech water system.
That's nice.
For this entire community. So not just for making our brand, but also for these people who need clean drinking water. You know, you take for granted the ease of life that we have in America. You really do. And it feels good to be able to say, we're here to help, but they work hard and we want to work hard for them.
There are many challenges, beginning with the years it takes to cultivate agave, similar to tequila production.
The
cycles can be long.
6 years.
I thought it was like a version of tequila.
To mature as a plant. Tobola is around 25 years. And it is also a much smaller plant. So the yield from it, it's difficult. You have to find it in the wild.
The other way around?
We have a policy
Tequila is a type of mezcal?
where with every plant is harvested, we replant 2 plants. so that we know that our company and other companies can harvest the tobala in the future.
Interesting.
On Breaking Bad, I was definitely the senior partner, and Aaron Paul was the junior partner. And on Dos Hombres, it's flipped. He really was the spirit behind the spirit. He was the one who had the initial idea, and he spearheaded our social media program, and he's done an incredible amount of work. The chemistry, and that's a pun, that we had on Breaking Bad was very strong. We concur on almost everything. We just happen to, and I think that's why we're close friends, is because we align on so many things. Just the way we want to live, the way we want to work.
But they should produce like more shows or something.
And so it just seems to blend just like our spirit itself. It blends well.
Make your own beer?
Aaron and
that would be fun to make your own beer.
We said, look, I don't want a job. I don't need
You know what I would make? I would make like a chili beer or something. A beer with a bit of sting in it.
Job. Neither of us. So the only way I would want to get involved in anything is if I can fall in love with something.
That's generic.
And we just
less generic than a lager.
So we love the work, but it's
Did I show my FPL team? No, I can show it.
Dry sponges. We're so eager. We're learning every step of the way. And it's a fascinating experience.
Mead? Oh, I love mead. The few times I've had mead, I was always really impressed.